actually about to cook dinner for my family of 5, but I decided I was gonna just get on live and do it with you guys because I'm also challenging myself right now to disconnect. My struggle is not so much social media like Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, or Instagram, as much as like YouTube and like watching other people live their lives. And I really want to be like in the moment living my life more. And so I've been very intentional on my Bible studies and kind of just um, trying to decrease the amount of time that I'm on like YouTube watching other people and just live my life. So I decided that, you know, the house for the majority is quiet right now. It is live, so I can't guarantee that it will stay quiet, but just to do something different. So I got a beverage. Sometimes it's coffee, sometimes it's not. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and make pork chops today. So I already have them marinated. This huge pack of pork chops I got for like, I want to say less than $6, I believe. So I just been letting them marinate. I used garlic and herb seasoning. I always use a steak seasoning on my pork chops for some reason. It gives it like an extra kick. And then I used Italian seasoning, which I always use on my pork chops, onion powder, and then the garlic and herb has garlic in it, so I didn't use more garlic. And then I used a little bit of Slap Your Mama because I just like it. So y'all don't talk about my nails. I'm gonna take them off after I eat dinner. They just been kind of like coming off. They were press-on, so I'm gonna get to that after I eat dinner because I have some appointments tomorrow. But yeah, so we're just gonna have pork chops. They've been in here marinating, and then I'm also gonna have some rice and some vegetables. So I just have my large rice canister here. I already have the water boiling for my rice. I just need to season it. And then I'm going to use, I'll bring y'all over here. What I like to do is either, my bad. I like to use one of these little gadgets, griddle type things, or I like to do it over the stove. But today I'm gonna use my griddle, and I'm gonna go ahead and like sear the pork chops on both sides, and then I'm gonna put it on a pan and let it finish cooking in the oven. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi Felix, how are you? Thank you for joining in. Let me know where you're joining in from. But yes, guys, we are about to get some. Hi Patricia, thank you for joining in. So, like I said, I like to feed my family on a budget, and so I challenge myself to feed my family on a budget as much as I can. The pack of pork chops that I'm cooking tonight was less than $6, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make some rice and probably a green vegetable with it. So, yeah. But let me know, guys, where you're tuning in from. How are y'all doing this evening? How's the weather? We're about to get storms here in Texas, so. But I'm just plugging in my griddle. And my pork chops have been marinating. Let me see if I can prop you guys up better. But yes, this is just me being intentional with my story and what I got going on. And so what I got going on here is cooking dinner for my family tonight. Nothing fancy, nothing exciting. But yes, guys, so my griddle is warming up. While it's warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pork chops ready. Let me know, guys, what are y'all cooking for dinner tonight? I think I'm gonna use these right here. But my water is boiling for my rice, and then I'm just gonna go ahead, while this is heating up, just kind of toss my pork chops. How was you guys' day today? Mine was kind of uneventful, but productive at the same time. Tomorrow I have quite a bit of appointments, so I really need to sit down and look at my planner this evening. So that's kind of what I'll be working on, along with taking off these nails, because these nails have had it. One thing that I always look for when I'm trying to feed my family on a budget is meats that can stretch. So pork chops, the amount that I have in here is going to stretch for a long time, guys. So I'm happy that we could probably use it for dinner and for lunch, because you can see how many pork chops is actually in there. All right. So now my griddle is warmed up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the pork chops on the griddle. You do not want to overcook your pork chops. You want to make sure that they are not dried out. So you're just going to kind of lay them so they can get a nice sear. And then we're going to transfer it to our pan to go ahead and finish cooking in the oven. I already have my oven preheated to 375. Tell me, guys, what are some of your favorite budget type meals for your family when you are trying to stretch a budget? Because I know right now our kids are out for summer, so they're always hungry. And so the fact that I'll be able to use this for dinner and for lunch is a plus for me. And I always tend to have rice on hand, and then the meat was less than $6. So that's always a steal. Yo, I forgot the grease trap. Let me get it real quick. All right, so we're gonna let that sit and cook for a few. My water is boiling. If y'all have any new books that you are reading, because like I said before, I am trying to decrease the amount of time that I'm on social media and YouTube and like that, and just be really engulfed and present in my life, let me know down in the comments box. I love like self-help books. I'm really trying to grow my relationship with God. I love self-help books, things like that. So let me know if there are books that I need to be like really trying to read. Right now I am finishing up Atomic Habits, and next on my list is Psychology of Money. That's just because I'm also trying to really stay focused on my budget in the summer, because it gets hard to do that during the summer. But if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the chat box so that I can go ahead and look up those books as well. I do like to read. I do like to spending less time on social media and YouTube and things like that is kind of showing me like to get interested in things that I actually want to do. And so I know that I do like to read. And so that is something that I am starting to really kind of grow a passion for again. I just have to kind of keep the books on rotation. So, yes, when I finish those two books, I'll be looking for new books to kind of go and purchase and try to buy. But we're going to let these pork chops cook. Like I said, the rice is boiling. Y'all let me know, what is one of y'all's favorite things you like to do when you are unwinding in the evening? Because now I'm trying to really embrace like my present day and my present circumstance. And so I'm really just coming up with different ideas and different things that I can do that kind of will excite me. I work full time, and so sometimes things can get very mundane, but there's beauty in the mundane as well. And so just reminding myself of that on a regular basis. So I don't know if y'all can see, but we got the pork chops going here. Hopefully it'll stay up. Let's check them out. All right, so they're getting a good sear to them. Like I said, once they get seared, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the pan so that we can go ahead and finish cooking them in the oven. So we're just letting it do what it do. I need to also sit down and make my menu and my meal plan. Maybe I could do that while I'm on live with y'all, because it's gonna take a minute for this these pork chops to sear and this rice to cook. So let me go ahead and get my meal plan, my meal planner, because tomorrow is a new sales ad day. And so in my area, and usually pretty much across the U.S., Wednesdays is the new day for sales ads. So I've already kind of looked at the sales, and I know things that I want to get for tomorrow. So I can go ahead and start making my list, and also look at what I have in my pantry while I'm in the kitchen. All right, so I have this, guys. I am loving this new on the menu notepad and shopping list that I got. I just got it off of Amazon. But yes, I'm able to come up with breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas for my kids, and my kids are able to refer to it. One thing I know I definitely need, guys, is some orange juice, because I've been wanting orange juice really bad. I'm also going to need some fruit. I need some spaghetti noodles because we ran out. And probably some garlic knots. Hey Shay, how are you? It's been a while. How are you doing? All right, garlic knots. I'm trying to think of what else. They also have Gatorade on sale, so I'm gonna make sure I put Gatorade. My Kroger has Gatorade on sale. But yeah, guys, so the pork chops are searing up nicely. I'm gonna give it about another minute or two, and then I'm gonna put them in the pan. My water is starting to boil for my rice. Okay, girl, I'll save you a plate. What are you having for dinner today? All right, so I just keep my rice in this container here. And so I need to add 3 cups of rice to the water. But yes, guys, one thing that I have realized though, when I'm spending less time watching everybody and more time just being in the moment and living my life, is that you see more of the beauty in your everyday. Things that you take for granted or you ignore. And so that's been really helpful. Oh, air fried buffalo wings and fries. That sounds really good. But I've been taking more time to kind of just hear from God on like some things that I'm trying to figure out what my next steps are. And it's so the quiet and the limited distractions has really helped. All right, guys. So we have our rice boiling. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer. And then I have these pans that I've already gotten together, and I'm gonna just put the pork chops on these pans. And like I said, I already have preheated my oven. So now when they go into the oven, they're just basically finishing cooking. I have 2 pans ready. Put that one to the side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just add the rest of these pork chops to this griddle to kind of get a sear on them. I'm having to really try to be creative with finding things for my kids to do as well, because they already say they're bored. And so that can always get complicated as well. All right. So I'm having to find budget-friendly things for my kids to do while they're on summer break as well. But yeah, let's get back to this grocery list, guys, while the pork chops are cooking and the rice is going. Ooh, my rice is about to boil over. There you go. All right, so far I have orange juice, fruit, spaghetti noodles, garlic knots, Gatorade. I know that they're going to have frozen pizza on sale at Kroger as well this upcoming week. So I'm going to get a couple of frozen pizzas. I believe they're on sale for $3.99. We need some more milk. We always need milk. What else? Y'all give me some ideas, because I am like stumped. I don't want to spend a lot, but I know that they're eating a lot. I know I need some more sandwich meat. And probably some more sandwich cheese. And we need some more jelly. All right, let's talk about this meal plan. We'll get back to the shopping list. The shopping list usually comes from what you decide that you're going to have for a meal plan. So honestly and truthfully, I'm probably going to go ahead, and today is Tuesday. I'm going to plan from Tuesday to Tuesday. So, well, Wednesday to Wednesday, let's say. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every single day. Friday, I know that dinner is always pizza. Tomorrow, trying to think. Shay gave me a good idea. So we have some chicken wings in the freezer. So I think I'm going to do chicken wings. Ours are buffalo wings, but chicken wings and french fries. That'll be dinner tomorrow. Quick and easy. And then, let's see. They had sandwiches today for lunch. So I want to get them something different for tomorrow. They'll probably have leftover pork chops. So we'll do leftover pork chops for tomorrow's lunch. And for breakfast, I'll do biscuits. They can have biscuits and bacon, probably. Biscuits and bacon, but that means I'll have to cook the bacon probably in the air fryer just to make it quicker, because I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. So biscuits and bacon for tomorrow's breakfast. Then they'll have leftover pork chops, and for dinner they'll have chicken wings and french fries. On Thursday, they'll probably have waffles and fruit. For lunch, they can have let me see. Maybe we'll do pita wraps for lunch for Thursday. And then for dinner, we can have spaghetti, because that's just always a quick and easy. And then we already know what dinner is for Friday. For lunch, they can have individual or frozen pizza. And then for breakfast, they can have cereal. Saturday, I'll do my pancakes. Y'all, I made some pancakes on Saturday, and it literally, they had strawberries, they had powdered sugar, all of the things. It was so good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just add these pork chops that I've seared. I need to get the other pan. But I'm going to just add these pork chops that I've seared. See, they just look like that. They're going to finish cooking in the oven. We don't want no dry pork chops here, though. Ooh, I almost popped that grease on me. But I just like to get them a nice sear. And then I put a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan and let it finish cooking in the oven. All right, I have 3 more pork chops left and then we will be done, guys. We will be done. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna continue with making my grocery list. Y'all, I done got grease on this. All right, but I transfer this to a acrylic board anyways. But I just need this so that I can have my grocery list, and I like to be able to see it next to each other. So like this is like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then this is the grocery list, so I know what I need to pick up at the grocery store tomorrow. So Saturday we'll do pancakes again. Pancakes and bacon and eggs. For lunch on Saturday, I'm trying to think. Trying to think, what can I have for lunch on Saturday? For dinner on Saturday, I'm probably gonna end up doing some ribs, because that sounds good. Some ribs, some mac and cheese, and baked beans. That's what I'm gonna do for lunch on for dinner on Saturday. For lunch, I still don't know what I'm gonna do. So for breakfast, I have pancakes, bacon, and eggs on Saturday, and for dinner, I have ribs, mac and cheese, and baked beans. So I'm thinking for lunch, we'll have maybe something light, like chicken salad. So we'll do chicken salad for lunch, something light. For Sunday, I kind of want something easy on Sunday. So maybe for Sunday, I'll do sloppy joes and fries. That means that I need to make sure I have hamburger buns. That is why I love having this list, because as I'm making my meals, I'm thinking of things that I need for that meal. We also need ketchup. But yeah, we could do sloppy joes and fries for dinner on Sunday. And then for lunch on Sunday, honestly and truthfully, sometimes we'll make lunch/dinner kind of stretch, and then we'll have like a snack later in the evening. So it'll probably just be sloppy joe and fries. For breakfast, maybe I'll just do oatmeal, something light. Oatmeal and smoothies. All right, but that is everything as far as my meals and my meal plan. Now I'm about to check on these pork chops, go ahead and get them off the griddle, get them in the oven, finish up dinner. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with me during this time. It was fun. I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, entertain myself, honestly, and just hang out with you guys and see what you guys were up to. So I will see you guys later, guys. Bye.